Greetings, Aries, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the onset of Aquarius season weekly rune reading. A little bit different. I'm not going super in depth on every single rune here this week, so it gives us more of an opportunity to dive a little deeper into the energies, right? So we're going to get a rune and then a card for clarity and then another rune for clarity for each position, for each 6 positions for this reading. So stay tuned, because at the very end we will use the messages from the fairies oracle deck for further clarification. Jumping into your rune reading here right away in the energetic pass is the rune of the god Ing. God Ing is this rune, his rune is the rune of fertility. This is successfully planting the seed in the soil. So this is also indicative of healing ego, a lot of divine masculine healing work, and really being stable, kind of stoic energy. Maybe you're working on your ego healing in the past, healing your divine masculine in the past, right? Maybe you've been working on planting ideas, starting new things. But this is knowing that you have, or you were either blessed or challenged with successfully planting the seed into the fertile soil here in your recent past. Getting the card right away for clarity for this. I've already shuffled and meditated on all of this. So we have the Five of Wands reversed. So Five of Wands reversed is actually a little bit of a good thing, because the Five of Wands is typically all about that gosh darn tent where you're miscommunicating and you're having all these different conflicting bouts of information all just coming from you at different angles, and you're just trying to stay let's get this done, let's stay stable and get this done. So this reversed, and this even puts a little bit more of a spin onto it. This reverse, though, I see is more clear knowledge of where you are and what the information you're receiving is, and just the willingness to really do it yourself. Not really do it yourself like, oh, I've had enough and I'm just going to go do it myself kind of thing. The intuitive message I'm getting here, though, is the instructions. You can't lie to yourself here. And a lot of this Five of Wands energy is saying you have successfully planted the seeds and it's time to go plant more. The reverse Five of Wands. That's my interpretation of it anyway. You can flame me down in the comments below. I'm not a professional tarot reader. I'm more into the runes, but these are beautiful runic tarot decks, this runic tarot deck that I love to use. Okay, so Ingwaz is, yeah, okay, this kind of makes sense here. Five of Wands reversed, clarified also by Hagalas, the rune of hail. So in your recent past, an upset, maybe a challenge that kind of caused this ego to flare up. You see in this card, in the Five of Wands, that there's a lot of distress, a lot of anger, a lot of frustration. The god Ing's rune here, Ingwaz, and Hagalas here, the hail rune. This is things being removed, obstacles being removed. So with the Five of Wands reversed, and Hagalas here, this is kind of driving the point home. These obstacles, these Five Wands, so you could be the Ace of Wands, right? So you could be the single one. These other 4 wands around you telling you this conflicting information. Go this way, go this way, go this. What doesn't serve your divinely guided path, what isn't nurtured in your soil, whatever seed that you didn't plant, is being removed. It's no longer serving your divinely guided path. Now, this could be too little, too late kind of energy, or this could also be the kind of energy where it is, thankfully, all those obstacles have been removed, so you can move on with your professional or your relationships, your professional career, like I said, or your self-employment. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. So this Hagalas, the hail rune, yes, kind of almost like the Tower card in tarot. So with the Five of Wands reversed here, complementing with the Tower card, with what would be kind of like a Tower card here, and what would be probably like a Judgment card here. You are secure at, you were either blessed or challenged actually with this in your energetic past. Please leave a comment down below how this resonates, but definitely do take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because not every message is meant for us, and I might not be driving the points home correctly for you specifically, but if you think it might resonate with somebody else, please feel free to share it. Okay, getting in, we're going to get more clarity of this as we continue along here. Into your energetic now. In your energetic now, we have Kenaz. Kenaz, of course, manifesting. Okay, you planted the seed, now you're manifesting, you're trailblazing. This is all that leading by example energy, right? So you're going go, 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 like the Pac-Man Pac-Man gobbling up those dots kind of thing. You want to go, go, go. You want to trailblaze, right? You've released those other 4 wands. Now with your Ace of Wands, like that fire energy. This is like the Wands suit in tarot. Kenaz is big fire energy. So burning away that what doesn't serve you anymore. Clear after the deadfall from like a hailstorm, you can burn away that debris for your new fertile soil so you can plant more seeds, right? Maybe these seeds didn't quite take off in the past. Maybe you're working on healing ego aspects still, or maybe since you are healed in your divine masculine here, or in your sense of ego, your sense of response over reaction, you can firmly take the reins here and lead by example. All right, let's get that card of clarity here. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands reversed. Okay, so you definitely have your work cut out for you right now. This looks like, or feels like actually, maybe a disconnect from the world, from things around you, from all the, so this is looking like Odin, and he has all those other 9 realms around him. So with that making the 10 of Wands there, he is fully in control of that when it's upright. When it's reversed, not so in control of the whole multiple kind of angles kind of deal. You're more solidified into like just do it, focusing on what matters, focusing on yourself, just like keeping your eyes on the path instead of looking up at what's around you. And I think that was kicked off back here saying, okay, 4 of Wands, those other 4 Wands and the 5 of Wands, right? Reversed, saying goodbye to those so I can carry myself on. And you're kind of closing out a lot of that noise and energetic clutter that's really distracting out of your life. So that's good if that's you, Aries. I feel that's a very good thing for you. Yeah, so this is clarified by Sowilo. Sowilo is the sun rune, of course, and this is more of the authenticity, success, kind of very good fortune, lucky kind of feeling energy. This is that natural radiance where you're just shining. Yeah, so I see you just shining. This is big fire energy. We got the sun and Kenaz there. We have 2 Wands cards here. You were kind of frozen, maybe stagnant here, kind of tied up with that 5 of Wands, and that got turned into a reverse probably with the hail. While you were looking at where your stability is and your fertile territory. Okay, so now you're kind of moving on. You're making your own fertile territory. You're trailblazing that deadfall from the hail, right? I see burning bridges, maybe burning bridges. All right, so that might be, when you're doing that, if you're doing that, Aries, especially with this big astrological alignment with Neptune moving into your sign, definitely be sure about what you're manifesting, right? Definitely be authentic, but definitely make sure that this is grounded, holistic, like not ego gone wild kind of energy, okay? In the near future, look at that. Beautiful success, authenticity, and manifestation turns into abundance for you. This is the rune of cattle, wealth. Yeah. Fehu here says that your relationship with abundance will be improved or challenged here in the near future. We're going to get the card for the outcome here in a little bit, but let's get a card of clarity for this. Okay, so we have the Hierophant and that's reversed. So kind of, I'm seeing you closed off from other sources. You're kind of not really, I'm not meaning to say close off from all other sources. I mean the ones that don't serve your divinely guided path. This is kind of solidifying that. The Hierophant reversed, and your abundance here. So this is really checking into what true abundance means to you. Is it monetary, or is it spiritual, or is it love, or is it, I don't know, you have an abundance of grass in your yard? Who knows? All right, take what resonates here, leave what doesn't. But Hierophant reverse is like you're kind of not listening to divine instruction, and you're doing so to increase your revenue. More material gains is what I'm hearing and seeing. But let's get a rune of clarity here. Not everything is sunshine and rainbows at the ends of these readings. So, okay, we have, Aiwas. Excuse me. Aiwas is the U branch, the U tree, and that's more stability. This is irreversible, along with all three of these runes of clarity are irreversible. How beautiful is that? So with the extra clarity you have here, you're needing to be a lot more durable and strong in this path that you chose. And it is a choice, this trailblazing. Just make sure you're doing it leading by example. You are being authentic. Maybe you're working on this authenticity and you're kind of denying you're kind of like all that energetic noise and clutter, right? Again, just kind of tuning that out, not necessarily walking totally away from it, right? Like you might have done over here, but this might have spurred you into considering that. But with the Hierophant reverse, maybe you're challenged with aspects of your inner voice, your clarity as far as you are receiving guidance or even giving guidance. So with this, you have blessings or challenges with Fehu here. However, this is all going to just test you a little bit further. There's going to be an opportunity for divine. As soon as we think we latch on to something really cool, divine throws us a test and says, are you sure? Are you sure? This is that. Are you going to be sure that you're going to be able to move forward in this? Okay, the U tree, remember, be flexible, strong, tough, durable, and all of those aspects, right? So what's influencing the now here? What's influencing your right now? Gebo. Gebo is the rune of the gifts, reciprocative energy, your give and take energy, partnerships energy. So influence of partnerships energy, kind of see that with the conflicting information from the different wands, the different ways you can perceive, or different instructions received, or different ways of manifesting, kind of challenged, blessed, take what resonates. This is an irreversible rune. So this is checking that reciprocity, checking that divine give and take. Is it grounded? Is it stable? Is it full of ego, or is it with healed ego? Are you manifesting in a healthy direction, or does this still need to be worked on? Either way, you still are clarified by needing to be authentic, right, Aries? So that's influencing this 10 of Wands right now. This whole, maybe this was in your past and it's kind of echoing this, where maybe it's a scar or a deep wound or something that wasn't healed yet when you tried manifesting before, and it's come up again, right? And here I see you like convicted into just succeeding and doing what you need to do to be in your own idea of success and abundance. Again, this is going to be a little tougher, especially if you tune out your spiritual leadership kind of guidance, right? All right. 8 of Wands reversed clarifies the Gebo. Gebo is with the 8 of Wands reversed. This, or excuse me, this is 8 of Cups, sorry. 8 of Cups, this is kind of neat artwork here too. So that's like the squirrel on the world tree, all right? But there's that dragon that wants to kind of hoard all of those cups. And you're taking that one cup and you're like going away with it. You're going up the tree. So this is moving on to better things. But this being reversed, maybe you feel stagnant, like you are maybe feeling more like the dragon here, where you feel like you've been hoarding or maybe holding on to your emotional waters, right? The cups energy, your emotions, your sense of fulfillment, your sense of abundance, and as far as that goes. Not necessarily pentacles type of abundance, but emotional. With this, I see you kind of just definitely like closing off Aries. So let's see. Hopefully this is in act of repair. I do see you manifesting into abundance and being more authentic. So that's good. But maybe you're just saying like, hey, maybe partnerships, relationships just aren't for me. I need to just kind of do my thing, hold my own. That squirrel can go take a leap, right? So in your clarity, yeah, conviction, discipline, martyrdom kind of energy here. Tiwaz, the God tier, this is reflecting on how you're showing up, what you're sticking up for, what your divine innate sense of justice, the scales of justice, what those look like. This is very Libra energy. This could be a Libra sort of influence, maybe, with Gabo here. But this is also like the Hierophant card. Tiwaz is a lot like the Hierophant card. So this is, yeah, like I said, that sense of what's sticking up for what is right, what is true, what is good, and sticking up for and dedicating for yourself. But maybe the adverse here is in that with the whole hoarding those cups and like just like zeroing in, like you're closing off your cups, you're closing off your wands, and I see you definitely working on yourself at least. Battles of egos here in the past, burning bridges probably, or maybe even feeling like it, but maybe not recognizing what you can do other than going within and focusing on what you can do. So what's your advice here right now? Hermit reversed. I promise I shuffled all these. All right. These are all just coming up reverse here for you today so far. The Hermit is. Oh, excuse me. The Hermit. I pulled the card right away before the room. Before I get into the Hermit reverse, we'll get into that. Ansus. Yeah, okay. We'll just bring the Hermit right back in here. All right, Ansus and the Hermit reversed. Talk it out. Talk it out. Communicate. This is the rune of communication, divine downloads, prophetic dream work. Don't close yourself off to divine. I see you possibly doing that the more you focus on material aspects. When you're focusing on what matters, your cups and your manifestation and all of that. The Hermit is like, I'm going to go isolate myself to take myself out of the equation and hide my gifts from the world because I don't feel appreciated or like that energy wasn't reciprocated or anything like that. But I think with this, the Hermit reversed and Anzus here is saying, talk it out, definitely communicate, reach out to who you need to reach out to, and try to look at things in a more grounded, holistic way. This could be, instead of thinking you're already set to go into your new manifestation, maybe have that meditation time, have that communication with divine, right? Have that talk with maybe these, so you can close those doors or heal those wounds, whichever it needs to be, but there needs to be closure. I'm seeing closure here, but I don't see you fully getting there just yet. Well, hang on. Let's get a rune of clarity here for that. Okay. Be firm in your belief, also rest. Not everything needs to be so rigid, like Isa, the ice rune here, says. This is irreversible too. So the only rune that's not reversible here is the influence here. This could be perception with Tiwaz, where you were either in martyrdom or perfectionism type of energy, one or the other. So with this, the rune of Isa, this is interesting with the Hermit reversed and Anzus. This is definitely saying speak from only your perspective after gaining that clarity. And this is healthy communication from in a slow paced out way. The ice in Isa is that ice freezing over the lake. And the slower that it freezes, the deeper you can see into the water for that emotional clarity, you name it, right? The less particulates, air, and whatever gets trapped in the ice. Do so not in a very hurried way here. I see you want to kind of go, Aries, especially with that Neptune moving into your sign. Take this advice. Okay, definitely communicate with your boss, your friends, your relatives, and have like plans set in place, contingencies, things make sure you're leaving no stone unturned, because this is a once in a lifetime type of alignment kind of energy at the start of Aquarius, or the beginning of an Aquarius season here for everybody, Aries, including you. Okay. And the outcome, yeah, a little bit better health, a lot more momentum. Uruz, the ox here, says definitely checking in with what's healthy with us. I see you working on that and gaining more momentum. You're not quite there. You do have an abundance of better health as an outcome of all this. This is very much a trial kind of period for you right now, Aries. But as you move forward, especially when you're feeling that alignment energy, or that ingress energy, right, where Neptune crosses over into your sign, yeah, it's not going to be like hitting the ground running, but it'll definitely break you out of this kind of a standstill that you're in with communication, and help make those steps forward towards your abundance and towards your durability, right? The Devil reversed is the card of clarity. For this, I'm going to move these down a little bit more. So, the Devil reversed. With the Devil reversed, for your clarity, yeah, it's not all fun and games. It's not all fun for fun's sakes, but sometimes you do need to just kind of stir that pot just to keep the energies fresh. Now, this is a reminder too that the devil's in the details, but this is the Devil reversed as well. I think you're kind of undoing a lot of these inner shadow aspects of self, and you're releasing. You're like saying with like Ren kind of magic, that's not me, that's not my name, and you're detaching from those sort of beliefs or ways of being, and stepping into more momentum into this. Like, I'm getting the sense that maybe this, are you closing yourself off from spiritual work? Are you stepping? I mean, that's a big question mark for me, Aries, because you got the Hierophant reversed here in the future, and the Devil reversed here too. All right, definitely be working on checking yourself with the Ingwas there, moving forward still. Don't forget about what led you up to all of this. All right. But this is, with the Devil reversed, it's a sense of kind of self-righteous, not, I wouldn't say fully self-righteous either, but this is like, make sure your steps are careful in this momentum gathering energy, because Devil reversed is kind of iffy for me personally. But yeah, I see you in better communication here as a result. This is like maybe partners that didn't quite work, just being friends kind of stuff. Or this communication with divine source. Maybe you're kind of going within and saying, I'm the only one I need to talk to. Regardless, be open for spiritual signs and symbols, prophetic dream work, divine downloads. You're definitely going to be confronted with a lot of these. Double reverses kind of saying, don't really just do things just for the sake of doing things. Make sure it's deliberate moving forward. All right. Let's get a card of clarity. Well, definitely let me know how this resonates here for you, Aries, and this new style of reading on this channel. What you think about it. We're going to get that card of clarity now from the messages from the Fairies Oracle deck. Fairies and Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity does Aries need to hear for this week's divinely guided rune reading. Beginning of Aquarius season and Neptune and Aries happening this week. Once in a lifetime alignment. What single card of clarity do you have for Aries? Okay, what single card of clarity? There's the one that was sticking out in Divine saying, yes, pick that one. Okay, Winter. The answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. So yeah, this is going to happen fast for you. Aries, this is right now energy. This is now energy. All right, I'm going to read more about this winter card here. If I can find the page. I keep forgetting how many Y cards there are. Okay. Winter again says the answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. Winter is a time of completion, and this card indicates that your desires are realized during these months. In the meantime, just as the animals and birds make plans for the season, continue working towards your goals by following your hunches and intuitive guidance. Additional meanings for the card are to take a rest, connect with family members and friends, that's that communication, complete a project, respect your body's needs, call on the fairies to help in overcoming procrastination, you're moving into a cooler location, plan a wintertime holiday or visit, or finally eat cooling foods from an Ayurvedic standpoint. Namaste, Aries. Have a blessed and abundant week.